Welcome back to the CloudFrontDesk tutorial. This time we will explain about the housekeeping module, where the title of this tutorial is to change the room status to room status on the CloudFrontDesk. There are several room statuses. To make it clearer about the room status, we will display in the form of a chart how changes from the room status. As for how to change the room status, it's in the menu from the dashboard. We can see in the housekeeping room status, the housekeeping group has two room statuses and engineering. Before entering, here, we will learn how to change the room status itself in the CloudFrontDesk. How does the status change automatically, and the status that must be done by housekeeping. Hi, from the room status we can see in the following chart. Okay, let's see here. The status room is yellow, the color is yellow. This VCOC is clean, then this red one is dirty, then another yellow one is this out of order one, dry and vacant, clean occupied, clean vacant, dirty occupied, clean out of order. Now this is the status, while the gray one is a process. Some processes have to be done manually, or there must be an order, while some are automatic. Okay, now let's start from the status. This room is ready for sale. The name is a clean and empty vacant clean. This is ready for sale. The next process is after the sale, the guest checks in. When the guest checks in, the room status automatically becomes occupied but still clean. After the night passed, this night audit, yes, the NA night audit was passed at night. In the morning, the status becomes occupied dirty, occupied. It is filled with dirty, so the position after the evening is in the occupied dirty position. In the morning there is an order from housekeeping to clean this room, so housekeeping do the job and change the status after clean the room to be occupied clean, so it has contents but has been cleaned by housekeeping. After that, if the checkout guest is processed by the cashier, if this was done by the reception check-in. If the checkout was done by the cashier, okay, after automatic checkout room status becomes empty. The dirty vacant is empty and dirty. Because even if it has been used for a while by guests, the position must always be dirty because it must be cleaned again so that it can be sold again. Then after the vacant is dirty, there is another order from housekeeping to clean the room so that it becomes clean again. The vacant clean is like this. The cycle repeats like that, as long as it's running normally, there are no damaged rooms, and so on. Now it will continue to rotate. Here, okay, next, there is another status that is outside the clean concept, so when you see that there is damage, the reception will inform you that there is a damaged room. Then the damaged room is the status be this OOO. These OOO statuses are statuses sent to engineering, so engineering, there will be an engineering module later which will see the OOO statuses he has processed for work orders, where he has to finish this OOO room. After he finishes cleaning, fix the room status to already able suitable for use again, then he changes the status so that the position has been completed to become vacant dirty, where housekeeping has to check again to clean it. So even though it has been cleaned, it is repaired by engineering, then the status becomes dirty but empty. Then housekeeping cleans the position again after confirming it is ready to be sold again. So here, if we see that there are two cycles, one which is the operational cycle, the other is a cycle where the room is damaged and then repaired, ready to be sold again, so it is like that. So maybe we have to understand the cycle that must be done like that. Other than that, we come back here, again, back to the housekeeping room status. This is the position of the room, meaning that this one has guests but it's still clean and not dirty. Why is it? Because one has just checked in or has been cleaned, as we saw earlier in the cycle. Yes, there is occupied clean under repair. This is the 0001, so room 103. If you look at the position, earlier was the 00 position, it means the position here 00, yes, so it was then occupied clean.
need to clean up vacant dirty. These are instructions for housekeeping. Why is this on the menu in housekeeping? Because something red is vacant dirty. If we look here, the position is here vacant dirty. So there is an order for housekeeping to clean it so that it can be sold again.
Occupied clean, then need to clean up ready to sell. Now this green one is ready for sale, aka VC, meaning if we look at it here, VC is this one. Okay, how do I change the status of the housekeeping module? It's very easy. So when VCVD housekeeping does room 210 is clean, then when finished he changes this status to inform the front desk receptionist that this room has been cleaned. Then he just clicks on this need to clean up. Click here. Are you sure want to change status to vacant? Seal and OK. Well, then room 210 is ready to sell. Try 211. After cleaning, click here, continue to change to clean, then vacant clean. So, if we see that this process was processed earlier, this click was a process from VD to VC, like that. Now the same as when the process was occupied, dirty. Yes, occupied dirty. This is a process that if it needs to clean, then it's occupied, dirty. Yes, this housekeeping becomes OC if we practice this OD. Room 111 needs to clean. Okay, so if we look at room 111 occupied clean, so he moved from OD to occupied clean. Okay, then next what? If there is a room which is OOO, yes, OOO out of order, it is a must from what the VC reception does to OOO. There is nothing from VD, you know, from others it doesn't have to be a VC, so we LLC. If this VC, for example, can't be clicked, it can't go to OO because there are still guests. They have to be moved first, so watch the video on how to move guests. We can change this VC ready to sell to OOO if we click on it.
Out of order room status is vacant clean. Do you want to change it to out of order starting from when this is OOO? For example, this AC is broken. For example, this is broken AC, so then we have to give information to explain to OOO what was wrong. Then, these passwords are password managers. Yes, not everyone can change to OOO, must be informed by the manager. Is it true that this has been changed to OOO, so we change this to OOO, there must be a password. This is an example of a password. The default is 123. OK, room status changed to out of order. Now this is OOO. Earlier there was another one, now broken AC, this is 210. Now if we look again here, right? In VC by the reception person it was changed to OOO, so he's the one who knows. Later is an engineering person. If we see here, there is an engineering menu, then room 210 has been sent to engineering in the on progress process. Later about changing the status of this engineering room from OOO to VD menu. We will explain the engineering later in a separate video. Okay, while we look at the first room status, okay, that's how to change the status. So you have to understand the cycle of these status changes. Some of these are automatic. This is automatic. This must be done with the knowledge of housekeeping. Changed. For example, from OD cleaned first to OC, from VD cleaned first to VC, so changes to the housekeeping cycle room status. Next we will explain later about the engineering menu, which is closely related to this housekeeping menu, about changing the status. So hope it is useful. Hopefully it can be understood.